Hello everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Simple Stories. I am using the really super cute Pet Shop Collection. Now these are small collections and there is a the first Pet Shop Collection is generic and has all kinds of small pets, so rabbits and guinea pigs and hamsters and all sorts of other real cute little things. That's the one that I'm using today, but there's also Pet Shop Cat and Pet Shop Dog, which are obviously cat and dog themed. Something for everyone, hopefully. Less for me because I don't have any pets. We actually have some really lovely photos of the small animal petting experience that we had at our local farm. We were at the farm all the time. It was really nice to see the little pets and also just to interact with them and play with them. So that's the closest that my children are going to get to pets, I'm afraid. I'm not a really pet person. But the children love animals. So we went along and did that. We do it quite regularly, and then they get to play with the rabbits and play with the guinea pigs. So really, really sweet. So here we go. Here are my 3 photos that I have from the last time we did this, and I have. I decided to use lots of colourful strips of paper to create a background. I just love all the patterns, the pattern papers in these collections. The Simple Stories paper collections are always just so fun. I love the prints. They're always so easy to work with. And my biggest problem is I just want to use all of them. I decided to do just that today by cutting up small pieces of each and creating a background out of them. So I've just gone for, say, strips of paper, and I'm planning to roll the edges at the top and the bottom, the ends, and then have my photos going across, in a horizontal line, as you can see there. So I'm just mounting them first onto journaling cards that I've used from the cut apart sheet, and I've gone for a different colour for each photo. So I've got a yellow one, a light blue one, and a green one. That ties in nicely with the fact that I have all different colours in the background too. So that's just what I'm doing there, just dressing the edges of all of those. I'm also planning to sew down the middle of all of those strips as well, just to give some extra texture and dimension, and that's the reason for the paper rolling at the ends as well, I say, to give some extra texture and dimension as well in the background. I often try to cover more of the portion of my background with pattern paper, but because I wanted to use so many patterns, I thought that small amounts would be better than large amounts, just because sometimes large amounts of patterns, when you're using lots of them, can be a bit overpowering. So that's what I decided to do, was small amounts of all the papers. I just love those patterns. So there we go. That's my layout all kind of stuck together now. So the base is kind of done. So the photos are down, the strips are down, they're sewn, the edges are curled, and there we go. Now I get to do all the fun part, which is to put all the embellishments on. So like I said earlier, this is a smaller collection than a regular Simple Stories collection, so we have slightly more limited supplies, which actually quite often is quite freeing. It means that it's quite easy to decide what to use because it's slightly more limited. So I always quite enjoy the smaller collections for that reason. So I've just pulled out all the bits and pieces that I thought would work. So I am limited to rabbits and guinea pigs. So having things like chameleons on there might not work properly. However, I think anything goes. I'm quite happy with random things like that. However, I thought I would start off with the things that were related to the animals, or just bunnies actually, on this layout. So I've pulled out all the bunnies because they are just adorable. I've got foam ones from the foam stickers, and I've got flat ones from the bits and pieces pack, and I've also there's also stickers as well. So I've gone through and pulled out all of those. I love this colourful flag banner, so I've put that along at the bottom edge of the photos. I've pulled out all the little food icons, so like the lettuces and the carrots, because of course that's what bunny rabbits eat. I do love whoever designs these things at Simple Stories. Hats off to you. You just have the best wordplay ever. So we've got let us be friends. I just love things like that. Forever friends. Somebody loves you. They're all super cute. I love all the phrases and things. I haven't got that many listed on here today, but some of the puns that the Simple Stories team come out with, I just think are just completely awesome, and so funny. So brilliant job for those who designed it. So going back to adding on embellishments, I'm going for hearts because I love these photos and the children love the pets. And I've got little label stickers that I'm sticking on from the sticker sheet. And I've used a phrase, "Somebody loves you," which it was a piece of ephemera, but I cut it apart because it was, I just wanted to stack it slightly differently. And now I'm just adding all the small little bits and pieces. So more hearts from the ephemera pack, and now coming in with the enamel dots. They're not enamel dots, they are decorative brads. I always really enjoy using the decorative brads. They give a different texture and dimension to the layout because it's a different material. It's like epoxy, so it's kind of shiny, and the metal as well, of course, and they're easy to use because they are sticky rather than the ones with the spikes that you poke through. Just handwritten my journaling just underneath the title, sorry for the shot of my head there, and the date top right of the photo. And that's me pretty much done. I'm just going to finish off with a few splatters of white paint over my embellishment clusters. Yeah, what an adorable layout. It just came together really quickly, really, and it's so cute. The icons, the bunny icons, are just so unbelievably adorable. And of course now my children all want rabbits. So there we go. Thank you so very much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed seeing this layout come together. It was so easy. You could easily recreate something very similar. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. That was Nikki Rowland for Simple Stories using Pet Shop.